What's going on, everybody? It's Friday. Wow, we made it. Another Friday's here. You got through that week. Might have been rough, but you still got through it. You showed everybody around you that you're strong enough because you're still here. You didn't let the week beat you. I salute you. You got through it. We're on another weekend. How we starting that? I hope you're ready. I hope you're charged up. I hope you gave up everything you had last week to prepare you for what's going to happen next week. Yeah, we'll recharge ourselves throughout the weekend. Some people are going to be working, and I understand that too. But you know what? You made it. It's another weekend. Today is Friday. Hey, what we say we're going to do? We're going to talk about things that we need, right? Uh-oh, what's up, Renee? And Big Rise on the board. What's up, baby? What's up? Yeah, I tell you what. Getting through the week sometimes is rough. And you start looking at the day on the calendar. You start looking at the time. And you're like, please, weekend, let me get through this week. If I can only get through this week. Well, what happened? You got through. And now, instead of looking back at what you did, let's continue to move forward. Let's continue to move forward to what you're going to do, what you haven't done yet. I always tell people, there are some people that say, hey, stop and smell the roses that you're planting. And then there's others that say, keep planting the roses. You can stop and smell them when the garden is complete. You see, don't settle. Don't settle for just planting 10 roses when you could plant 100. You have seeds enough to plant 100. Don't stop to admire your work. Keep pushing forward. I want to talk today about what's up. I want to talk today about letting go of anything negative in your life. Sometimes letting go of something negative is the hardest thing to do because that individual or that thing that is not good for you is something or someone that you truly love, or you truly feel like, you can't do things without them. Well, let me tell you one thing that you definitely did without them. You were born. You fought to fertilize your mother's seed, and you did that alone. You came into this world alone. You had the help of doctors. You had the help of your mother to push you out. But you didn't know any friends. You didn't have any friends. You had support. You were born into a vicious world. So some of us started fighting again. The fight was first to fertilize that egg. And you won that race. And then you were born. There's a lot of things that could have held you back. That could have stopped you. Umbilical cords wrapped around your neck. You could have been fighting for breath of air, which you did. We all did. And you won that too. You came to this world and you started becoming prepared to become who you are today. One step at a time. Sometimes we got to be reminded of this because we just feel like the world is on our shoulders. The world is on our back. And for a lot of us, it really is. For some of us, we don't know how to get that weight off of us, and we need a little help. But one thing I want to say to you, never forget who did help you. Never forget. Now, don't sit in it, because a lot of times when people help you get to where you are now, it's designed for you to go pay it forward. Go pay it to somebody else. One thing that I believe in is God gave me this ability to speak, to teach, to sell, to do things that I was blessed to do, that I'm blessed to do, so that I can share it. Not so that I can keep it into this little teeny network. Not so that I can just, create a clique. I'm not about cliques, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're about cliques, it doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you the wrong person for me. You see? And sometimes in life, we got to make really hard decisions. We fight. You ever notice how somebody could be in a relationship and the relationship is toxic? They fight every time they see each other. But yet, every time you see one, you see the other. You say, hey, why you stay with that individual if this individual causes you so much pain? And the person says, I don't know. I just love him. Or I love her. And she's everything. He's everything. Or this is my family. This is who it's my sister. It's my brother. It's this, that, and the other, right? But what if I told you that relationship is holding you back? The relationship, like all things in life, they're like seasons, right? You have summer, you have winter, you have spring, you have fall, you have the 4 seasons. Some people don't have seasons. Some people it's just hot all the time, right? But if when you think about this, life is just like that. You get people in your life for a reason and for a season. And it's funny, my wife actually taught me this many years ago because I had what's called separation anxiety. And what that means is that it's hard for me to let people go once I start really caring about them, even if they're toxic for me. So for years, I started working on this, working on it. And it became, I hate to say this, but I'm glad to say it became easier to do that. So what I want to say to you is, work on letting negative people and things go, because they'll do nothing but hold you back. If you already know this is not what you want, if you already know this is not the energy you want, this is your decision. Only you can make that decision, because a lot of people decide to stay in toxic relationships. And I just want to say, life becomes much easier when you delete negative people from it. Life becomes much easier when you delete negative people from it. So think about it now. We're all going through a pandemic, right? I talk about this almost every time I get on here, right? And some people are narcissistic, right? And the fact that they're never wrong. It's always, oh my God, they're brutalizing me. I'm a victim. Oh my God. And they never look in the mirror and say, what could I do to be different? Because see, that's their role that they play in life. They play the victim better than anybody you know. But if you don't like that, you can't change them. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot change a narcissist. You cannot change the person that always wants to be the victim, yet at the same time, they always want to be right. You cannot change that. But guess what you can change? You can change you. And you can change who you surround yourself with. If the people that you surround yourself with make you sad, make you angry, hurt you constantly, they bring nothing to you, they just take from you, then that's the wrong people for you. I want to be the one to tell you this, because I'm enjoying my life. I'm serious. I know it's a pandemic, and hey, I'm in my office right now, across town from my house, right? And I just rode around the town, and one thing I can tell you, it's not crowded up here in Williamsburg. It's very calm and cool. I love my house. I love my wife. I love the people that surround me every single day, because they bring something to my life. They don't have to bring money. It's not about money. They make me feel good. They make me feel good. They say some great things, And let me say this. Your best friends in life, they're not always the ones that have been in your life for the longest, okay? Let's get that out there right off the bat. You don't owe anybody. You hear me? You don't owe anybody. Even if someone did something for you that was great, you still don't owe them. The only thing, if you want to say you owe, is respect. Respect is something that's paramount. We need to respect each other. You need to be around people that respect you. And then it's okay if they like you too, because that can grow into that, right? And then that like could come into love. But you know, we all love some people that we really don't want to be around. You know, they're toxic for what we're trying to do. They stop us at every turn from trying to be great because they always want to have a pity party. You don't have time to hang around people that stay in a pity party. Tell them thank you, but no thank you. I don't want that invite. I don't want that invite. You know, Warren Buffett said, if you truly want to be smarter and better in life and business, surround yourself with people smarter than you. Surround yourself with people better than you at something. Because if you're always the big fish in a small pond, everyone is drawing from you. You're not getting anything from them. You are only given everything you have. I see you, Pastor V. What's up? Vernon Mason's in the building. What's up, baby boy? Hope you're doing good, man. I know I ain't talked to you in a while. We're going to have to chop it up. But yeah, this is the thing. If you are not bringing something to somebody's life, do them a favor and get out of it. I mean, I'm just being honest. I love being by myself because I love myself, right? I love the small, tight circle that I have because I love that team. It doesn't have to be the biggest in order to be the best. It didn't have to be the longest in order for it to be the best. You see, sometimes you have one or two people that you know, if you were stuck on the side of the road, these people will not only pick up their phone, but they're coming to get you. And not just when things are going good that they're going to be around you. They're going to be around you when your back is against the wall. They're coming out fighting. They don't have excuses for why they didn't show up. They don't have excuses for why they didn't participate on your live, or they didn't support your podcast, or they don't support your vision of helping as many people as you can. They rather take you away from the mission and the steps that God put you on. So here I am. Motivational Friday. Sorry, Inspirational Friday. We have Motivational Monday. But I want to tell you, it's okay, y'all, to walk away from negativity. If you find out that people that you're around, all they want to do is talk about people, how is that producing anything in your life? It does nothing but make you either sad, mad, or vengeful, right? You got to get back. You don't have to get back at them. You don't. You know that saying, don't you? Misery loves company. And those crowds are much bigger than that power crowd. You understand? You will always see more pigeons and chickens than you'll ever see eagles. You know? You'll always see a bunch of cats running around, and you'll see less lions running around. Decide who you want to be and who you want to run with. There's a saying we used to say in the streets of Philly. If you can't run with the big dogs, stay your puppy behind on the porch. That's a simple understanding. This shirt right here I got on says, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. It's true. It's true. No weapons formed against you shall prosper when your head and heart are synonymous with each other. When they're working together, people can't stop you from running the pack. Everything you want is right in front of you. If you have breath, you can change your life. And you can change the lives of people you love. So, when I say I want you to do things for yourself, first thing I want you to do is change the way your mind works. Stop trying to change people around you. And change the people you hang around. You can't change the people that are hanging around you. So you have to change the people that you hang around. It's that simple. At the end of the day, if you sit back and say, okay, is person A good for me or bad for me? You got to ask that question. What have they done for you to make your life better? And then is person B, who I've only known for a year. Person A I've known for 10 years. Person B I've known for 1 year. But where is the quality? Notice that I said quality, not quantity, right? You could meet your best friend that you'll have in this entire life existence, and you could have just met him yesterday. And you could have had what you consider to be, or the title of a best friend, for 10 years, and that person was silently killing you, and you didn't even know about it because they did it with a smile. You had the title. You had the title best friend. Let me tell you something. I don't want you to live off of a title. Even God says he doesn't want you to have idols and titles. He doesn't respect the title. He respects the love, the operation. If you love somebody, show it. Don't tell them. Don't just tell them. Show it. We can be great, beyond measure, beyond human understanding. Some people don't and will never understand what the true friendship is. It's not our job to teach them. No, it's true. It's not your job to teach them what a true friend is. However, it is your job to understand and move away once you understand that this person is not your friend. Remember the 4 categories we talked about. Remember the 4 categories, right? You have family, you have friend, you have associate, and you have non-associate. So just because somebody's not your friend, that doesn't mean that you can't rock with them, you can't hang out and do things with them. You just keep them in the lane they belong in. In other words, be careful telling them anything personal that you don't want out in the street. And don't be so cowardice that you have to hide behind them. Have your own voice. Have your own voice. God gave you something special. Use it. I didn't give it to you. God gave it to you. Gotta bounce. Thanks, big bro, big Ryan. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later, man. Peace out. But remember this, y'all. If you keep your eyes on the prize, if you keep your focus on the vision that you set for yourself, you don't have an awful lot of time to be in a negative circle. If most of your life is built on positivity and your vision and focusing on positivity, then you don't have an awful lot of time to deal on negativity. That's what I wanted to say today. I wanted to make sure I got on here and I told you guys about how I feel about negative people and how I want you to understand that, guess what? Life is too short. Life is too short. If this pandemic is not teaching it to you, we got over 220,000 people that have died from this pandemic in the last 8 months. So I say to you, haven't you had enough? Haven't you had enough? Don't be mad at somebody for being the wrong person in your life. Change it. Don't be mad. Don't be jealous of people. There's enough room on this planet for all of us. And one thing that I definitely want to tell you, you'll never be successful. Keish, what's up, Keish? You'll never be successful in this life as long as you hold grudges. And as long as you're jealous of someone else, and as long as you're envious of someone else, you'll never be the best version of yourself. You'll never ever be the best version of yourself because you're too busy minding somebody else's business. And you got greatness inside you. I'm gonna be the one to tell you that. Even if I've never sat down with you, you have greatness inside of you simply because you're here. You made it this far in life. You have greatness inside of you. So what you gonna do with it? Are you gonna sit down and are you gonna just talk about people and talk about things and try to hurt people? Come on now, is that how you're gonna use your gift? Is that how you wanna use your skill? Because you know what? God don't like ugly. God does not like ugly. And I know it sounds like a cliche because people say that stuff, but I've seen people that constantly talk about other people, and they generally feel the brunt of what they were doing to somebody else. So the prison that they were trying to make for someone else ended up being their prison. And just so we're clear, everybody that smiles in your face is not your friend. Everybody that says they love you don't even like you. And here's the crazy part. They could actually like you. I mean, they could actually love you, but they don't like you. And they could like you, but not love you. Be careful just, soaking up the wrong sunlight. That attention that you may want, it might not be the attention you need in your life. And you know what? If we stay in the lanes that we're given, that we want to be in, we have less time to worry about that negative lane. And I want y'all to remember this. Your life becomes easier when you delete negative people from it. That's the words I want to leave y'all with tonight. Get the negative people out of your life. It's going to hurt. Some people it's going to hurt. Some of them you just going to go, brush them off and they done. And some people it's going to hurt for a minute because those people you thought they were close to you, but they really weren't. It was time for them to go. And don't fight it. Move forward. God has a whole new family, a whole new team waiting for you. But you got to come away from the negative part because the good people that are waiting for you, they're not going to come to the negative group. But they want you, but they don't want the group. And that group is who you have to get away from. And then, yes, you're right, Amelia. And then at some point, the pain subsides. The pain goes away because you're putting your time and energy and effort into people who want to love you, who truly want to love you, and not just for status. I used to tell people all the time, I want to build my family. So there's some people I call brother, sister, and this, that, and the other that weren't born in my blood relatives, right? So I tell you guys about the difference between relatives and friends, and family. I'm sorry, relatives and family. Know the difference, because a relative you're born to. Your family you can live with and you can die around. And that means the world. Don't suffer your whole life trying to fit in to gloves that don't fit you. If the glove don't fit, you must quit. If it don't fit, you must quit. And I'm saying this because some of y'all are making your own lives miserable. And some of you are setting yourself up for a huge, huge fall because you think you're surrounding yourself with people that care about you when in essence, they're just trying to pick your brain, pick stuff that you know. And you, so self-loathing, I don't know if you know what that means, but that means that you hate yourself, basically. You don't love yourself enough to be by yourself. See, if you can't be by yourself, it means you don't love yourself. You don't have to have a group around you when you know who you are. People will want to come around you. You don't have to want to come around them. You become the magnet. You attract what you put out. Attract better people. But the first thing, in order to attract better people, you have to let go of the negative ones. Because like I said before, just because they're negative doesn't make them bad people. It makes them the wrong people. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are celebrating a birthday today, October 23rd, I want to say happy birthday. I know you worked hard. God bless you. I'm glad you made it to another birthday. And if today is that day, that beautiful, illustrious day that you gave birth to the champion, happy birthday, champion. We need you. So glad you could join the party. Show us how great you can be. Show us what you can do with little. You can do so much with little that the coward wouldn't even try. R.I.P. to the coward. Coward, you gotta go. R.I.P. coward. We don't want you. We don't need you. We never want to see you again. And look, the champion will do everything we want him to do or her to do. The champion will find and align themselves with other champions. And that's what we need. Your life will be much better with that. Happy Mother's Day to you incredible, incredible mothers. Queens of the world. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Father's Day to you great, incredible men that really know how to be a father to your child, that know how to spend time with your child, teach your child right from wrong, and let them know that you got their back. Let them know that you even know how to appreciate the mother of your child. Takes a strong man to do that. Takes a strong man to say positive things in a negative light. Happy Father's Day. Happy Labor Day to everybody putting that work in. If today was the last day of the week for you, you did it. Congratulations, you did it. Happy Labor Day. And for those of you that are going to work tomorrow, hey, you're not going to be alone. I'll be working tomorrow too. My family will be working tomorrow too. Happy Labor Day. Happy Independence Day to all my military, my active duty and my inactive, my reservists, my retired, the veterans, but also everyone that works on the front line, first responders, the teachers, the educators. My goodness, the list goes on and on. People that make sure we get to eat. People make sure they clean the streets. They take up the trash. Happy Independence Day. To those of you that have figured it out, it's time for you to work on your own. Yeah, definitely. I just been reminded. Don't forget to check out my Cherokee Inspires podcast on all platforms. And it is beyond motivation. These things are step by step, and I actually put out a constant conversation. And you guys are more than welcome to send me things that you want me to talk about, or you want to know my thoughts on. But I want to say happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for another day in a beautiful life with my beautiful wife, my beautiful family. It doesn't have to be huge. It just needs to be great. And it is. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you guys that decide that you want to troop me out. You want to come on here over and over again. And new people, thank you for getting on. Thank you for giving me some of your precious time. Thank you for all the hearts that let me know that you love me and you love what I'm saying. I love you too. I do this because I love you. I don't get paid to get on here. I spill my heart out. So, I'm thankful for everybody in my corner. I'm also thankful for the haters. I'm thankful for those of you that talk bad about me behind my back. I'm thankful for those of you that challenge my wife, that challenge my assistants, that challenge my sisters, my family. I'm thankful because I use you to inspire them. I use what you do to me to inspire my family. So, I thank you. You are very necessary. Because that's where that real passion and real drive comes from. The energy, the reserve energy. When we're too tired, we got to grab onto that and push further in that fuel. And we will win because we won't stop. So we'll give you something else to talk about. I love you guys. I'm thankful for you guys. Come check me out on the Cherokee Edwards Inspires podcast. Come chop it up with your boy. Hey, have a great weekend. Know that I love you. Know that you're great beyond measure. Know that you can accomplish all things. Put your focus where it belongs. Change your circle. I love you. Peace.